The Hagia Sophia, located in Istanbul, Turkey, is one of the most iconic and historically significant buildings in the world. Originally constructed as a Christian cathedral, it has served various roles throughout its long history, including as an Ottoman mosque and more recently as a museum, before being reconverted into a mosque in 2020. Its architectural grandeur and historical transformations make it a symbol of religious and cultural change, bridging the gap between East and West. The Hagia Sophia was commissioned by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I and completed in 537 CE. Its design was conceived by two Greek scientists, Isidore of Miletus and Anthemius of Tralles, who were tasked with creating a structure that would surpass all other churches in grandeur. The building was intended to be a testament to the might and magnificence of the Byzantine Empire. The Hagia Sophia's construction utilized advanced engineering techniques, and the most innovative feature of the structure was its massive dome, which seemed to float above the main hall. The dome, with a diameter of 31 meters, was a technological marvel of its time, and its design influenced the development of Byzantine architecture and later Islamic structures. The Hagia Sophia's primary function was, as the Patriarchal Cathedral of Constantinople, the capital of the Byzantine Empire. For nearly 1,000 years, it served as the center of the Eastern Orthodox Church. It was the site of numerous important religious events, including the coronation of Byzantine emperors. The interior of the building was adorned with intricate mosaics depicting Christian themes, including scenes from the Bible, portraits of saints, and the Virgin Mary. The rich decorations, along with the grandeur of the space, reinforce its role as a place of divine worship. In 1453, Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Empire under Sultan Mehmed II, and the Hagia Sophia's fate changed dramatically. Upon conquering the city, Sultan Mehmed ordered the transformation of the cathedral into a mosque. The Ottomans made several modifications to the building, including the addition of a mihrab, a niche indicating the direction of Mecca, a minbar, a pulpit for sermons, and 4 minarets. The mosaics, which depicted Christian iconography, were covered up, as Islamic tradition prohibits the depiction of human figures in religious art. However, many of the mosaics remain preserved beneath layers of plaster. Under Ottoman rule, the Hagia Sophia continued to serve as a mosque for almost 500 years. It became an important symbol of the Ottoman Empire and a focal point for Islamic worship in Istanbul. Despite the changes made during the Ottoman period, the Hagia Sophia retained its earlier architectural and artistic splendor, with the addition of calligraphic inscriptions and other decorative elements in the Islamic style. In the early 20th century, after the fall of the Ottoman Empire and the establishment of the Republic of Turkey in 1923, the new Turkish government, led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, sought to secularize the country. In 1935, Ataturk decided to convert the Hagia Sophia into a museum, a move that was intended to make the building a symbol of Turkey's modernization and commitment to secularism. The building's Christian mosaics were uncovered, and the Hagia Sophia became a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors from around the world who came to marvel at its unique blend of Christian and Islamic architectural elements. For decades, the Hagia Sophia served as a museum, standing as a symbol of religious tolerance and cultural heritage. However, the status of the Hagia Sophia became a subject of debate in recent years. In 2020, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan signed a decree converting the Hagia Sophia back into a mosque. The decision sparked international controversy, as many saw it as a step away from the building's legacy, as a symbol of interfaith harmony and a shared cultural heritage. Despite this, the Hagia Sophia continues to attract visitors, both religious and secular, and remains one of the most important architectural and historical landmarks in the world. The Hagia Sophia's enduring significance lies not only in its impressive architectural design, but also in its representation of the shifting cultural and religious dynamics in the region. As a building that has served multiple purposes and hosted different faiths throughout history, it stands as a testament to the complex and layered history of Istanbul and the broader region. It is both a product of its time and a symbol of the enduring power of architecture to transcend political and religious boundaries, leaving an indelible mark on the cultural landscape of the world. The Hagia Sophia's role as a cultural and historical symbol extends far beyond its religious significance. As a masterpiece of Byzantine architecture, its innovative design and construction techniques have influenced countless buildings throughout history. The Hagia Sophia's monumental dome, which appears to float on a ring of light, remains an inspiration to architects and engineers. The way the dome is supported by a system of pendentives, curved triangles, allowed the structure to have an open, airy interior with minimal visible support, creating a sense of divine space. This design set a precedent for the future development of both Christian and Islamic architecture, influencing buildings such as the Blue Mosque in Istanbul and the Pantheon in Rome. Furthermore, the Hagia Sophia's location at the crossroads of Europe and Asia has imbued it with a unique cultural significance. Over the centuries, it has come to represent not only the religious and political struggles of the Byzantine and Ottoman empires, but also the meeting of East and West. As a mosque, it reflected the Ottoman Empire's power and influence over vast regions, while its origins as a Christian cathedral reminded visitors of the Byzantine Empire's former glory. Today, its status as a museum and mosque, albeit now exclusively a mosque once again, illustrates Turkey's ongoing struggle with balancing its secular and religious identities. The Hagia Sophia also remains a site of tremendous scholarly interest, with ongoing research dedicated to the study of its history, architecture, and artwork. The mosaics, some of which were uncovered and partially restored during its time as a museum, represent one of the most significant collections of Byzantine religious art in existence. Despite the mosaics being covered during the mosque period, they were never entirely destroyed, and their restoration has allowed for a deeper understanding of Byzantine iconography. The shift in its function over time, transforming from a church to a mosque and then to a museum and now back to a mosque, has also sparked debates about the preservation of world heritage and the politics of religious monuments. In addition to its religious and political impact, the Hagia Sophia has long been a symbol of unity and division. It has been a site of religious tolerance and coexistence, especially during the years when it functioned as a museum. People of different faiths, Christians, Muslims, Jews, and others, visited it to admire its grandeur, and for a time, the Hagia Sophia embodied the notion of Istanbul as a melting pot of cultures. However, the building's contested status, especially in recent years, has shown how it remains a battleground for larger cultural and political forces. The return to its function as a mosque has led to debates about its role in Turkish society and its significance in the broader context of international relations. The Hagia Sophia's impact extends beyond its physical presence. It has been immortalized in art, literature, and music, appearing in countless depictions that capture its majestic form and its historical role. The building has inspired poets, painters, historians, and musicians who have sought to convey its beauty, its mystery, and its complexity. It stands as a testament not only to the architectural skill of those who designed and built it, but also to the endurance of a structure that has survived the rise and fall of empires, the changing tides of history, and the shifting religious tides of its time. Despite its many transformations, the Hagia Sophia remains a living part of the city of Istanbul. It is a place of pilgrimage for Muslims, who continue to use it for prayer, and it is also a site of cultural reverence for those who admire its artistic and architectural beauty. The Hagia Sophia's resilience as a symbol of history, one that bridges cultures, religions, and political ideologies, remains one of its most defining characteristics. In the present day, the Hagia Sophia is a focal point of global interest, drawing millions of visitors each year, many of whom come to witness the blending of Byzantine and Ottoman legacies in its architecture and decor. Though the building's religious function has once again shifted, the Hagia Sophia's role as a monument to human achievement and its ongoing story will undoubtedly continue to resonate throughout history. Its place in the cultural and spiritual identity of Istanbul and Turkey and its impact on the wider world is a reminder of how architecture can endure and evolve, standing as a bridge between past and future generations. The Hagia Sophia remains not just a building, but a living testament to the layers of human history and creativity that shaped it. As the Hagia Sophia continues to shape the cultural and spiritual landscape of Istanbul, it remains a living monument to the complexities of identity, history, and heritage. The site has drawn scholars, theologians, and tourists alike, who are fascinated not only by its architectural grandeur, but also by the stories that surround it. The building's ability to serve as a point of convergence between Christianity, Islam, and secularism makes it a focal point for discussions on religious dialogue, cultural preservation, and the evolution of public space. In addition to its role as a religious and historical landmark, the Hagia Sophia also holds significance in the realm of tourism. As one of the most visited cultural sites in Turkey, it continues to attract millions of tourists from all over the world. For many visitors, the Hagia Sophia offers a glimpse into the complex history of the region, where East meets West, and where diverse faiths and cultures have coexisted and collided over the centuries. Tourists come to marvel at the fusion of Byzantine and Ottoman architectural elements, the sweeping dome, the stunning mosaics, and the intricate Islamic calligraphy that now adorns the walls of the mosque. While the Hagia Sophia's history is rich and layered, its future is also a subject of great interest and speculation. In the years following its conversion back into a mosque, there's been an ongoing debate about the role of the building in Turkish society. For some, the Hagia Sophia's return to its mosque status is seen as a reclamation of Islamic heritage and a reaffirmation of the country's religious identity. For others, it raises questions about the secular nature of modern Turkey and the continued relevance of the Hagia Sophia as a symbol of interfaith harmony. The building's status continues to be an emotional and political point of contention, especially as it holds a central place in the hearts of both Muslim and Christian communities. For many Muslims, the Hagia Sophia represents an important place of worship, while for Christians, it remains a significant historical and religious monument, symbolizing the Byzantine Empire's rich Christian heritage. Additionally, there are those who advocate for its status as a secular space, emphasizing its value as a shared cultural treasure that belongs to all of humanity. Despite the controversies, the Hagia Sophia remains a powerful symbol of resilience, adaptability, and the passage of time. Throughout its history, the building has faced numerous challenges, from the ravages of earthquakes to the destructive impact of religious and political shifts. Yet, it has endured, serving as a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of those who built it, as well as the generations that have maintained and cherished it. In the end, the Hagia Sophia's enduring legacy is rooted in its ability to inspire awe and contemplation. Its sheer scale and beauty evoke a sense of wonder, and its complex history compels reflection on the broader currents of human history. The building stands as a witness to the rise and fall of empires, the spread of religions, and the ever-changing nature of cultural and political identity. As a place of worship, a museum, and now a mosque once again, the Hagia Sophia transcends its physical form, continuing to serve as a powerful symbol of the intersection of faith, art, politics, and history. Its legacy will continue to shape the future of Istanbul and the world, leaving an indelible mark on the collective memory of humanity.